Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Hello. I'm doing something a little different. I'm recording... Oh, well, it's too late now. I've already started recording this way. Oh, well. Anyway, I'm doing something a little different here. Wait, can I zoom in? Can I? Oh, I can. That's a feature I never knew I had and never knew I could mess around with. I'll keep that in mind next time I record while on a walk. But the new Jason short film, official short film, not a fan film, has finally been released, and I watched it as it premiered. And I don't know. I only watched it once, and I got this idea. Instead of recording on my other phone, which has a better quality camera, what if I record on this phone and have Jason's Revenge play on the other phone, and I can give my thoughts on my second viewing going through it? You won't be able to hear it because I have my headphones in. And that's probably for the best. I don't want to get copyright struck. And this is probably all I can show without getting copyright struck, presumably. So, go watch it yourselves. This is going to be a live breakdown of everything. I'm going to break it down as we go through. Starting now. Okay. Car driving on the road. Great cinematography here. There's all the main characters in the van. Don't know any other names. Not going to remember them. I don't even think we get all their names, actually. But there they all are. Eve. I know her because they keep saying her name. I'll give my thoughts on her later. Force of nature. What does that mean? She's a force of nature. Is that foreshadowing? We'll get to it later. Damn, these two seem like such besties, so it's really shocking what happens later in the movie. The one finds you. Well, she found her one. That's a spoiler. I'm not going to say it out loud. Sweet revenge. It sucks they can't use Friday the 13th in the title no more. Goddamn copyright battle. Why can't the two creators just be friends again? Whatever. Okay, there's that dude. This whole thing is an ad for Angry Orchard's hard cider, so this feels kind of like a commercial. Harold. That's the guy's name. Now, Harold, he's kind of like the Crazy Ralph, sort of. And just like Crazy Ralph, he doesn't follow his own advice and get off the land. He kind of has what he has coming. Yeah. Nice place. Kind of reminds me of the 2009 movie, sort of. Walking scene. I just realized, but is there no Kiki Haha, Kiki Mama, Choo Choo Haha? None of that in this movie? Till the end, when they do their whole Jason Universe logo thing at the after credits, where he's like, Jason. That's the only time. I don't recall, pause it so I can talk without missing anything. I don't recall my first viewing I ever heard Kiki Mama, unless I missed it. If so, that's a huge staple that they left out. This feels... whatever, I'm not going to get into it. That's good. I'm going to hit play now. All right, Harold. What you going to tell her? Eve. Where's Adam? Yeah, we know. They said you offer her an apple. Goddamn product placement. Whole thing is just one big freaking commercial. Yeah. Okay, why'd you do that though? troubled past and you decided to save it? Opportunity. Oh, I see. Pause. So even though this place has a troubled past and you know there's a high chance of murder, you decided to stay so you can grow your apples, you freaking capitalist. Whatever. Idiot's gonna get what's coming to him anyway. The usual story. Revenge, yep. Mrs. Voorhees. Betrayal. Okay, where did betrayal come in? Trying to think, where did the betrayal come in? So I guess the two counselors that didn't watch Jason technically betrayed Mrs. Voorhees by not watching him, but that's kind of a stretch. They never strictly promised, and that I know of, unless they mention it in like a comic or something. But in the film continuity, there's no evidence. I don't know where the betrayal part's coming in. I'm going to continue listening to this guy's story. Murder. Yep, that's where. Yep, definitely. Hell yeah, lots of murder. Mrs. Voorhees, Jason Voorhees especially. Fucking Roy Burns. And probably a few miscellaneous murders here and there by other people. So, yeah, lots of murder. You're just gonna leave him, Lund? Beyonce. See, when I first watched this, I thought maybe he was trying to be nice and give them an escape route in case Jason does attack. I thought he was setting up the boat, like the video game. You can escape on the boat in the video game. But I was thinking, oh, that's not a good way to escape Jason. He can move through that water and yoink you right at the boat. That's not a good way to escape. No, I don't know why he was setting up the motor here. I guess because right after this scene, the fiance said he wanted to go fishing. He probably told him that and was like, oh, I'll do something nice. I'll set up the motor for him. But I don't know. He'll get it later. He'll freaking get it later. Why are you so suspiciously munching that apple? That's creepy, dude. Acting like you're the bad guy here. A little bit of nice cinematography here. Yep, he just said Troy and I just plan to go. Oh, we get a name. I guess that's the white guy, Troy. So, yeah, I'm not going to remember all these names. So he must have told Harry that him and Troy wanted to go fishing, so he set up the motor for him. Well, that's nice of Harry. Oh. Ooh, the face. God. Go to the lake. Okay. All right. So. Oh, who's anything about a swimsuit? Okay, one, they're setting her up to be the final girl, but she's not following final girl criteria. She seems kind of naughty. Which I guess the earlier movies, part 1 and part 2, the final girl weren't pure. In the first one, she was smoking weed and clearly had like a relationship going on. And the second one, she also clearly had a relationship going on with Paul. They were clearly screwing. So, but by later in the series, a formula had formed. The final girls are pure. And then in the latter half, after Jason becomes undead, the pattern of the final girl's love interest surviving became a staple. Maybe this film is trying to go back to the earliest roots and make the final girl not that pure. I don't know. But this implies skinny dipping. And I kind of should have known they wouldn't actually do it because this is on YouTube, but I thought there was probably some loophole they could use to get away with this on YouTube because it is. They show gore, but they can't show some tits. Come on, this is Friday the 13th. Give us. Oh, I guess part 6 didn't have any, but that's like the one exception. Damn it! I was let down. I was so let down. Not just because I'm a perv, but also because it's a staple of the franchise and they left it out. She said, who said anything about a swimsuit? And she wears a swimsuit. Okay, then we got a periscope, which makes me think Jason was about to snipe her. But Jason doesn't use a gun, so I was like, is it a sniper is it a periscope on a crossbow? And there's the beer, or should I say hard cider, fucking product placement. But yeah, I thought it was Jason. Turns out it's just freaking Harry being a perv. Not a great guy, not as great a guy as I thought he was. Freaking creep. Aren't you married, dude? Show's over, you perv. His death is off screen, which is disappointing. Okay, so this part right here where she's on the boat, where I thought they were setting her up to be the final girl at the beginning of the movie. Then they showed that she's not pure. I was like, oh, well, maybe she's not the final girl. But then she gets pulled under the lake, and I was like, nope, she dead. But then she comes back somehow, even though by the time she comes back up, it's night. So she was under there for so long. How the hell is she not dead? So either A, I paused it while I explain this, either A, what the line at the beginning of the movie where it's like she is a force of nature, that meant that she's like an unstoppable person like Jason. Or her drowning in the lake somehow did something to her. Maybe similar to what happened to Jason. And Tommy technically drowned in the lake in part 6 when Jason drowned him, but he got brought back with CPR. So does Tommy have Jason powers now too? I mean, he kind of, sort of already did, because he was able to kill Jason. I mean, it takes superhuman strength to break a skull. And Tommy, as a child, was able to swing the machete so hard it went through Jason's skull. So that kid already had some kind of weird supernatural aura about him. Super strength. And then him drowning in the lake like Jason did. We never see Tommy after movie 6. So for all we know, Tommy could also be able to take a stab and a few bullets and keep going. Could it be a mix of both? Maybe she was already a strong person before and the lake boosted her power like it did Jason? I'm overthinking things. But my question is, was Jason just at the bottom of the lake waiting to be awoken by something? Then he wakes up and pulls her down. But then the camera pans over and we see 2 people with their throats already slit. So no, he wasn't just in the lake waiting. He was already out and about doing his thing. And it sucks that the first 2 kills were off camera. Oh, there we go. Got her. Got her. Can't show any more because copyright. And there's those 2 people. Throats slit wide open. And it's like, damn it. The first 2 kills were off camera. That's so disappointing. That's such a letdown. Fuck. And there we go. It's later that night. She pops out like, how? How are you alive, girl? Excuse me. How are you alive, girl? Is something up with you, or there's something up with the lake, or something up with both? The lake either brought you back, or something. Now you're wandering through the woods all scared. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't hear any Kiki Mamas. A fucking garage door with a bunch of apples on the ground. Freaking product placement, man. This whole thing is just one big ad. There's this douche, there's Harry. I already knew he was dead the moment she walked in, I knew it. Also, I just realized this on my second viewing. She looks like she's a little bit undead right now. Her eyes are a little sunken. Maybe the lake did bring her back and she has a similar power to Jason now. Maybe that could be it, because she kind of looks like she's a little bit dead. And, oh man, after he was spying on her with the periscope earlier in the movie, the fact that he died with the periscope, that is such a good way for him to die. But it happened off camera. The apple in his mouth is, again, more product placement, but it's also kind of funny and a nice touch, since he was making a big deal about the apples earlier. This is a good death, good character death, but, like, I wish we got to see it. God damn, I hate this. Short film limitations. Oh, scream. Your friends are in trouble, girl. You better run. Grab the machete. Hell yeah. Gonna take on Jason with that. So this is definitely a different take of the final girl. And I'll explain later, near the end of the movie, or at the end of the movie. Bang. There's all the bodies. See, these are all good kills. People cut in half, intestines hanging out, legs hung up, or a lower torso, a lower half of someone, not just the legs, pelvis hung up on the clothesline. And the effects are all good. They could show this on YouTube, but not some tits. Just age restrict the video, damn. You didn't need to leave, whatever. I'm hyping on the tits thing too much. Harping, not hyping, harping on the tits thing too much. But all these kills are good. It just sucks that they were off camera, you know? I really wanted to see them. Oh well, it is what it is. Also, the music during the scene where he reveals all these bodies sounds good. It sounds like it fits along with the music score from the other movies, from the earlier movies. It fits. Like it's another variant. But I don't hear Kiki Mama. Hold on. Nope, I don't hear it. There's no Kiki Mama. Kiki Mama. I have to insert in the sound effects myself because they're not doing it. Oh, and here comes the thing. I think this is the reason why the movie is called Sweet Revenge. Because she finds her fiancé and her best friend having an affair with each other. And then she gets her revenge. But it's like, damn. Thought it would have something to do with Jason's revenge, you know. But, oh well. It is what it is. Damn, though. And after her and her friends seemed so close earlier in the movie, she would do this to her, saying that you're a force of nature, and of course it had to be you, giving her that speech in the car on the drive here about how you'll find the one, and he chose you because blah. And then you do the bitch. Oh well. And fuck him too. He seemed like he was a good fiancé. Then again, most people who cheat and they're good at hiding how bad they are as people. And here's Big Jason. There we go. There's the Kiki Mama. Finally. I must have missed it the first time watching. Grabbed her by the throat. Picking her up. This is a good introduction. It's intimidating. Kiki Mama. There it is. They did have the Kiki Mama. I just didn't hear it the first time watching. So, picked her up. The camera angles making Jason appear tall and big as hell. The lighting makes him look intimidating and creepy. Hides the terrible mask. I have read it, not in videos, because I haven't recorded much videos recently, but on Reddit and other places, I've been ranting about the terrible mask design. And the way they have the lighting here kind of hides that, so it's good. So they did a good job at trying to introduce this Jason as an intimidating figure in his first appearance. All right, hit play. And he throws her ass through the window. Yeah. God, she looks dead already. What the hell was he doing? Taking a piss? Jason happened to the window. And there he grabs the motor. I guess that was clever foreshadowing, I guess. Get some help. Kick the door. Kick that thing. Now this. The first actual on-screen death. And it is glorious. I almost want to show it, but I can't. But yeah, fuck his face. And he's a cheating fiancé. He has it coming. Fuck him up. Ooh, it's so violent and gory. Take that. Ooh, crushed his head with it at the end as a nice finisher. And then a good throw to kill that douche. I forgot his name already. Yeah, fuck him up. And he grabs her, throws her ass. She tries, even though she, okay, spoiler alert for the end because I already watched this once. At the end, she gets her revenge on her friend. But right here, she tried to save her. Why? Did it take a second for the anger to kick in, or was she trying to save her so she could kill her? That's probably it. I think she should have gotten a revenge on the fiancé, too. Not just the friend, but I guess Jason got to him first. There's nothing you can do about that. Oh, epic. Oh, he backhanded bitch slapped her. Damn. Oh, stab right in the fucking... Is that the heart? Or, yep, that's the heart. Wasn't sure if that was the heart or stomach. Stabbed her. And somehow she's okay. Oh, yeah, throw her. Yeah, throw her on the table. And she's just slowly pulling that machete out. And what's he doing? He's going to try to crush her face with the... Is that an ashtray? It is some kind of ashtray of some kind, it seems. Or is that like a stovetop burning her? I'm not sure. Either way, she got up, pulled the machete out, and stabbed Jason. Somehow alive. Survived drowning and the machete stab, and she's all right. And then she grabs the knife so she can kill her friend later. But as soon as she grabbed the knife, I already knew. She's not grabbing that knife to fight Jason. I just already knew she was going to go after her friend. She was just giving those vibes. But then, at this part where they got in the car, I was like, maybe not? But she is being suspiciously quiet. There we go. There's another Kiki Mama. It's a slightly different sounding one. Kind of sounds similar to part 8. Get in. Yeah, get in. You have the keys. And this part, Eve. Yeah, that's her name. So Eve. I keep saying she. I'm not good with names. But the friend here. The friend who betrayed Eve. She, on the ride, on their escape ride, actually does begin to apologize. So she actually does feel kind of bad. She's not a complete awful person. She feels remorseful. But she gets killed anyway. This is supposed to be a satisfying, like, revenge tale, but no. Eve, you are not a good final girl. You are a villain yourself. Your friend isn't just a bad person completely. She felt remorse for what she did and was trying to say sorry, but you didn't listen. You just stabbed her. It's crazy. Oh, there's Jason. And now in better lighting, he doesn't look as big as you would want Jason to be. He's not like a entirely big hulking figure like he is in part 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Fucking Freddy versus Jason X. He's not a big guy. He's not as small as part 2 Jason. I think he's a little bigger than Ghost Jason. He's tall, definitely, but he's not like super... I guess we're supposed to trust that he's supposed to be big and muscular, but whatever. Maybe this Jason Universe Jason has a similar thing going on to him as Ghost Jason does. They're kind of giving similar vibes here. I don't know. Oh, damn, here's the apology. Yep, the apology. I made a mistake. I didn't know what I was thinking. It was a stab. And crash. So she survived the drowning, the machete stab, and a car crash. What is up with this chick? And you are now a villain too, technically. Because your friend actually felt sorry, and you just did... damn. I don't know. Maybe she still had it coming. Even if someone does feel sorry, that doesn't make them like a good person. Even bad people can sometimes feel bad. And then here we have the standoff, which... Jason, why are you holding the machete in your left hand? Usually you're a right-handed guy. Unless they're continuing off of Freddy versus Jason, where he's missing his fingers, but I don't think so. He grabbed her with his right hand earlier. Yep, there's his fingers. Oh, they're walking. See, pause. When I first saw this, I was like, what's going to happen here? Because clearly she's like him. She's a killer now, too. And she's clearly some kind of indestructible killer, too. So, or are they going to be on the same page? But no, Jason would never... Jason's the loner type. He would never team up with no one. It's probably going to be a there's only room in this town for one of us type deal. So it's going to be a big, epic fight, slowly approaching her. And then she approaches him and then cut to black. That is such a ending. And now I'm just going to talk over the credits. So this movie, I want to know how that battle would have went. You got me all hyped up for it, and it's gone. She's the final girl, so she's got to kill or defeat Jason so he can resurrect in the next movie. But we don't even get to see that happen. I want to see what would happen. She's not the typical final girl, so maybe she wouldn't have won, but then again, she has the similar powers to Jason, so it would definitely be a decent fight, at least. I don't know. So, all in all, Jason universe. I give this a 5 out of 10. Because it wasn't completely awful, Angry Orchard. Fucking product placement. It wasn't completely awful, but it wasn't the best thing ever either. It was definitely not worth 16 years of the wait for the next official Jason thing. Film-wise, we got video games and stuff in between, but the next official on-screen Jason. This movie doesn't feel that official, actually. It kind of, other than the product placement, this movie kind of feels like just any other fan film. Like, there's so many Friday the 13th fan films, and this kind of feels like one of them. Feels like it blends in to the crowd. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just overly hating on it because of the mask design. I'm trying to look past that. It's not just the mask design. The fact that a good chunk of the kills were off camera. The only kill that was really worth a damn was the fiancé who got fucked up with the motorboat propeller. That was a good kill right there. The best one. And that's the only thing. Like, the knife throwing one was cool. Or it wasn't a knife, it was a piece of the... You know what I mean. That was a cool. Because it was like... I love it when we see Jason throw stuff. But we've seen it before, and it wasn't that detailed. The motorboat one was so good. The rest of them were off camera. And then, of course, the friend who got stabbed by her own friend, Eve, at the end. But that wasn't Jason. Whatever. All in all, like I said, I give this a 5 out of 10. It could be better, could have been worse. Fingers crossed the next feature-length film will be good. And hopefully they have the correct mask. I do not like this Jason Universe mask. It's terrible. Why aren't you listening to the fans? The fans have been saying this mask is terrible. Like, I don't care about the shape. You can alter the shape, you can alter the color, you can alter the chevrons, all you want. Just keep the correct number of holes with the correct pattern, please. It's been like that through all 12 films. Well, 10 because the first two didn't have it, but you know what I mean. Why change it now? Don't. God damn it. Sorry, if you couldn't tell, I'm recovering from being sick. Ugh. Ah, Jesus. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this thing. It wasn't a complete letdown, but it wasn't super spectacular either. It was just kind of meh. It was decent. I'll give them that. But it definitely was not worth the 16-year wait. The Nick and Tosca script should have been made. That should have been the definitive 13th Friday the 13th movie. Maybe a little alterations, because it takes a little while to get started. Maybe alter it slightly so it gets started a little quicker. Other than that, the Nick and Tosca script was so... Oh my god, I've ranted about this in the past. They should have just made that movie. That movie should have been made. Hopefully they can dig the script back up and use it, but they can't use the name because of the damn rights. They have to change the name. Unless they get the rights holder to the title Friday the 13th's permission, we can get both of them, Sean Cunningham and the other guy, to work together again, maybe we could get the Nick Antosca movie made. That would be fucking spectacular, fantastic. I would fucking love that. But, who knows? It's probably not going to happen. If we could get the Nick Antosca script with Kane Hodder, and we get both Sean Cunningham and the other guy to work together again so we can have the correct title, Friday the 13th. We'll call it Friday the 13th, Rise of Jason. That'd be a good title for it. Friday the 13th, Rise of Jason. That could be the Nick Antosca script. We get Kane Hodder to play him. We get the mask with the correct holes. Make it look like Part 3 Jason. Similar to. Maybe, I don't know, change the shirt from green to red and roll up the sleeves. That's what I've been imagining. That'd be so good. In the beginning of the movie, he starts out with the bag, but then he loses the bag and gets the mask. Because throughout the Nick Antosca script, he doesn't get defeated at the end and then rises in the next movie more stronger. No, he gets defeated at least, if I recall, 3 times throughout the whole movie, and each time he comes back, he's stronger. And that's establishing the lore of the earlier, that's figuring out why he comes back stronger each movie, because that's how his powers work. I like that. It's not an official explanation because the movie never got made, but that's my headcanon. That's what I use. So I would love to see Kane Hodder playing Jason in the Nick Antosca script with Sean Cunningham and the other guy coming back so that we can use the Friday the 13th title on it. And that's what I want Jason to look like in that movie. Like Part 3 Jason, but with his sleeves rolled up. With a red shirt. That would be fucking killer. Better than this freaking, Jason Universe crap here. Yeah, it's neither here nor there. Oh, and for people who like the jacket from Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason in 2009, how about near the end of the movie, because there was supposed to be an end credit scene or after credit scene where we see footsteps in the snow. That could be when he gets the jacket. There we go. It comes all the way around to satisfy everyone. So we got a red button-up shirt and a jacket on over it by the end of the movie. And if there's a sequel, you can have the jacket on in the next movie. There we go. Some people don't like the jacket, but I don't fucking care. Just don't mess with the holes on the mask, goddammit. That's the only thing I care about. Anyway. So yeah, that's my analyzation and my review of Sweet Revenge. Hope you guys enjoy. See you guys next time. Peace.